Hey girls, it's Wednesday. Alright, so first off, I need y'all to put some punishments in the comments because I legitimately had an excuse to not do a video on Wednesday because I was not on the internet all day on Wednesday. But I did mean to do a video this weekend on Saturday and then potentially again on Sunday, but I didn't do it, so you can punish me and I will do it. And so because I did not do a video last week, I am going to answer the Doctor Who questions and tell you all about my Doctor Who love things. So first question, how I got into Doctor Who. The very first episode I ever watched of Doctor Who was The Girl in the Fireplace. I was working at a theater camp my sophomore year of college over the summer, and like a few days before the campers moved in, we were like making posters and stuff, and we were just like watching TV, and we were watching PBS because the TV that we had like didn't get cable or anything. And there was this TV show on, and it was Doctor Who, and I had like vaguely heard of it before, but I didn't really know much about it. And so I watched it, and it was The Girl in the Fireplace, and I totally fell in love with David Tennant and Billie Piper, and that was it. After I watched that, then I just started from the beginning and watched it all and loved it. So on the question of who my favorite Doctor is, I think that it's really hard to forget your first Doctor, and since the first episode I watched was The Girl in the Fireplace, David Tennant has always been the Doctor to me. Even though I went back and watched it from the very beginning, the beginning of New Who. I watched all of the Christopher Eccleston episodes, and I loved him, I really did. But as soon as the change happened to David Tennant, I just was like, I felt like it was coming home. It was like, oh, well, this is who the Doctor is supposed to be. And I love Matt Smith, I really do, and I think he is doing a fantastic job, but David Tennant will always be my Doctor. My favorite season, I think I would have to go with season 4. I absolutely love Donna and the Doctor, their relationship and the way that they play off of each other I think is fantastic. I think Catherine Tate is so funny, and she and David Tennant together just like make the show for me. So season 4 is definitely my favorite. As for my favorite companion, I would probably have to go with Donna, because like I said, I love her and Ten together. I think they were fabulous. But if I had to pick a team, like who my favorite team of companions would be, it would be Amy, Rory, and Eleven. I absolutely love Rory, and Arthur Darvill I think is so funny and so adorable. So he's right up there with Donna as for favorite companions. I also adore Rose. I think Billie Piper is great, and she was the first companion that I ever saw, so there's a soft spot in my heart for her. And Jack, of course. Who can forget Jack? I have a hard time considering Jack a companion. He's more of like a guest star, I guess, to me. Which is why I don't count him, but I love him too. For favorite villain, I would definitely have to go with the Master. I think that John Sim is great, and I love the way that David Tennant and John Sim play off of each other, and their storyline I think was really great. There are just so many great things about the Master and the way that he relates to the Doctor in a way that no one else really can. Plus John Sim is a little bit sexy. As for my favorite monsters, I love all of the monsters. I really do. Anything that like scares me even a little bit, I think is fabulous. I love the Daleks. I love the Cybermen. I loved the Vashta Narada in The Silence in the Library. I thought they were terrifying. I loved the silence. They're creepy and perfect. Yeah, I love all of the monsters. The Weeping Angels are terrifying. They're just so great. I love them. As for my favorite episodes, I have way too many. I love every episode. But I did make up a list of what is probably like half the episodes that I'm going to read to you, of which are my favorite. Season 1, The Empty Child, The Doctor Dances, that story arc, and also Bad Wolf and The Parting of the Ways. I think those are all the best episodes of Season 1. They also happen to be the episodes that Jack is in. Season 2, I have a soft spot for The Girl in the Fireplace because that was the first episode I ever saw. I also adore the storyline of the Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit. I thought that was really great. And then, of course, the ending of the season, The Army of Ghosts and Doomsday. Season 3, The Shakespeare Code, obviously Shakespeare. I am not a huge Martha fan, and I didn't really particularly like her in that episode, but I loved everything else about that episode. Blink is obviously a very important episode to the mythology of the show and like kind of showing how things work, and so I loved that episode a lot. And then the end of the season 3, the Utopia, Sound of Drums, The Last of the Time Lords, that story arc I thought was really great, and I actually kind of liked Martha in the end. Season 4, I loved all the episodes, but my favorites, the season 4 Christmas special, The Voyage of the Damned, is by far my absolute favorite Christmas special. I'm not a huge Christmas fan, so the Christmas specials are not usually that big of a deal to me, and a lot of them I don't really like, but Voyage of the Damned I thought was awesome. I also love The Silence in the Library, Forest of the Dead, that story arc. River Song breaks my heart. The end of that season, the Turn Left, The Stolen Journey, and Journey's End, I thought was amazing. And then obviously the end of David Tennant's run, The End of Time Part 1 and Part 2, I thought were so awesome. Those are definitely two of my very favorite episodes. Season 5, bringing in Matt Smith. I love the episode Amy's Choice. One of my favorite episodes from season 5 is The Lodger. I thought was so funny, and I adore Craig so much. I thought he was great. And then obviously I love all of the ends of all of the seasons, so the Pandorica Opens and the Big Bang were some of my favorite episodes from that season. And finally, season 6, another season where I love all the episodes, but my favorites, The Impossible Astronaut, The Day of the Moon story arc, The Doctor's Wife. Such a good episode. Oh my god, I can't even. Let's Kill Hitler, I thought was a really great episode. I love The Girl Who Waited. I thought that was a really kind of heartbreaking episode, and I really enjoyed that. I love having my heart broken. Closing Time, my man Craig. I love that they brought him back. He's great and fabulous, and I hope that we get to see him again. And then obviously The Wedding of River Song. Anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed my rambling about Doctor Who. I tried to do this video really quickly because I need to get some sleep because I have to work tonight, and I have to go in early tonight for reasons grumble. But yeah, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your week, and Sarah, I will see you tomorrow.